Support the channel on patreon.com/manlightfoot.
Better sit down for the show, 'cause I'm gonna show you how it's done.
That finale with the guy in the demon suit exploding into confetti.
So chill.
Those special effects looked amazing.
Yeah, special effects.
So Sony dropped their latest animated venture post-Spider-Verse, Kpop Demon Hunters, a movie whose title tells you just about everything you need to know. So what's the point of me telling you? But y'all know it's cause you know I got more to tell you about this clearly awesome idea of a movie. It was a movie with a lot of hype surrounding it since it was supposed to be a follow-up to Spider-Verse after its success, especially with the understanding that it was gonna be borrowing some tricks from that film. Now, I include myself in that category too, since it promised some awesome action mixed with good music. Like, how do you resist that? It's only natural to want to experience awesomeness. It's human nature. So how does it hold up in Sony's repertoire? Well, with it being directed by Maggie Chang and Chris Applehans, two major vets with Coraline and Princess and the Frog and more under their belt, it certainly has things going for it. The movie follows a K-pop trio named Huntrix that are secretly demon hunters that fight to protect their fans from soul-sucking monsters. Think Total Spies, but as idol stars. And less fetish. The team consists of Mira, the fashionable dancer with aura, Zoe, the lyricist, and Rumi, the leader with deep secret. They're on a promo tour for their latest single to commemorate their defeat of a bunch of the demons and nearly stopping their leader Guaima from rising up. But things go awry when Rumi's voice starts to go, all while a new boy band made of demons starts to take the spotlight. So it's up to the Huntrix to put a stop to them so they can save their fans and possibly the world.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Just that synopsis alone makes this sound pretty kick-ass now, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Well, I can confirm it lives up to the hype. The Huntrix are an absolute blast. They are straight up goofballs while being straight up badasses. Rumi acting as leader makes a lot of sense since she's the one with the strongest voice. The story puts a lot of focus on her since she's hiding a major secret that I won't spoil, but works as a good drama for the trio. Mira is the tough one, but not in a stoic way, funnily enough. She's just as silly as the others, but clearly holds a tougher exterior. Obviously putting up walls, but considering her upbringing with her family abandoning her, I don't blame her. Then there's Zoe, the more excitable member. She tends to be more high energy, and that's more of a mask for her insecurities about her belonging to the group, which is a theme for this group, to be honest. You get a great feel of sisterhood between them. They burp and scratch and gorge on snacks. They're the broiest girl group I've ever seen. And man, does that make them way more interesting. They act like the best of friends and have such an infectious energy to them. You love when they're on screen and they look like they love being on screen. You really could forget they aren't related. That's how good the friendship is. Of course, there's tension that builds amongst them, especially with the secret Rumi's hiding, so don't worry about it being too easy going for them. They struggle when it comes to fighting demons and their insecurities.
For the fans!
Rumi struggles the most with her sense of duty to being a hunter, as well as what she finds out about certain demons. Though with this focus on Rumi, the other two feel a bit neglected, like they're backup singers when it's supposed to be a group effort. Then again, I know nothing about how K-pop groups are supposed to work, and don't nobody tell the K-pop army that I'm getting facts wrong. Or do, just means more people watching. But for real, it would have been nice if Mira and Zoe got some time dedicated to them. Otherwise, they're all still a wacky and fun trio. I'm not much of a K-pop guy, but these three almost makes me want to join the K-pop army.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Now obviously I'm not going to, but it's good to give false hope sometimes.
Way to go, a-hole!
Jinyu is the leader of the boy band and a typical pretty boy. Except you get a laugh out of how unserious the movie takes him sometimes. You would think he's a simple bad boy archetype that has deep pain. You'd be right, but he slip on a banana peel while trying to brood. He works as a good antagonist that constantly taunts the Huntrix, especially Rumi, which gets them into a bit of a forbidden love territory of human with a demon. To be honest, with the way the story plays out, you could skip the romance angle and it probably would have been better. It's not bad and it doesn't feel forced, but more so unnecessary.
You know you'll never beat us. Your plan will never work. We're gonna
It probably could have been stronger if it was more of a friendship. Would have spoke more to the good nature of the characters too as well. But the chemistry between the two works really well regardless, honestly. These two feel like enemies that can find the deeper pain in each other and empathize with one another. It's still a good story between these two. There's good drama to their part of the story. Now, with this being a K-pop group, that means there's music involved. As someone who doesn't listen to K-pop like that, can't fake. The music got some bangers to it. There's some good catchy songs that'll definitely get on someone's playlist. There's a good sense of musicality between the music and the animation as well, as you see these badasses slay demons while sounding perfectly in sync, sound and action wise. The opening scene is full on roller coaster and hooks you into this world and characters immediately.
Tonight are yours.
Fucking cinema. There's just a lot of fast-paced action that doesn't get lost in itself. It moves in the Spider-Verse choppy manner. Obviously, I welcome it because we get way more interesting animated movies when they experiment more with their frame rate, which works in tandem with the choreography. Instead of going for the over-the-top bendy and stretchy movement that a lot of animated films do with dancing, especially for a lot of those end-of-the-film dance sequences, it's more mimicking actual dancers based on reference. A lot of animated films do add an extra layer of realism to help engage the audience when it comes to dancing. This method gets the audience more invested in the animation since the dance moves feel like they can be done at home. Why do you think people are still doing the dance moves for Eye to Eye? With this being a K-pop based movie, you know that was purely intentional. They know that K-pop army wouldn't be able to resist posting themselves doing the moves on TikTok, especially with songs done by hunky boy bands with perfect sync choreography. Freaking evil geniuses, I tell you, man. But seriously, having some humanity to the animation makes it more relatable to the people. You get to feel like you can join in on the fun, and also you get a lot of good memes out of it. The design of the movie gives off these ceramic dollhouse vibes. The characters look like they could be figures, which if they play their cards right with this movie and the merch would be pretty kick-ass. Come on now, Netflix, y'all could do a really good thing here and help them out with some merch. I know y'all got the money. Don't play with me.
They're amazing, but they suck.
The music is very much helped by the choppy animation that I'm so glad more CG films are adopting. Even the expressions feel like those swappable faces that some anime model kits have. Speaking of faces, they go hard with the over-the-top expressions. Sometimes it can look weird in CG when done too realistically, but here they are done more loosely and allow for the models to contort, and can be jarring sometimes, but it gets a good laugh out of you when you get a face you weren't expecting. Feels like the artists were having fun bending the characters. You just feel a lot of these animation experts just absolutely going bonkers and just having a laugh. Especially with how goofy this movie can be. Because this is a very goofy movie, no Disney. There's just this energy of fun oozing from this film. From the character interactions to the gags, this movie will go for the laugh but knows how to keep it moving. The jokes are fast, but they don't feel like they go by too quickly. They're pretty focused and have a good punch to them to leave an impression. It's a film about being true to yourself while fighting demons, so fighting your inner demons.
Cosmic.
As well as never preaching hate, surprisingly. That's something I wasn't expecting from this film, but it actually fits in really nicely. And it also is about breaking from tradition when that tradition isn't working. There's just great lessons to this action-packed demon slay fest.
Happy fans, happy whole moon!
Overall, this is a blast of a movie with some fun characters and grade A action. The Huntrix friendship gets you hooked onto them easily. The drama works to add to the story and the characters. The animation is top notch and is a ride I wish I got to experience in theaters. My god, this would have been an absolute ride in theaters, especially with like 4D. And the comedy has an infectious energy to it that can give some good laughs. The romance isn't much to write home about, but it's not handled poorly either. It still can work out. I can see a lot of people making some fan fiction about it or making fan art, but it's still something to keep in mind. And the two of the trio could have used more time, but it's still a kick-ass ride. If you have a craving for some K-pop music to the tune of slaying demons, then this movie slays the competition.
Thank you.